Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Bazzle Spot Live. We are here again on BattleSpot with this Rayquaza Xerneas team as changed from last week, as you can see. Hopefully you saw yesterday's video and explained the changes in that. Basically, Assault Vest Rayquaza now with Stone Age, so I've got something to hit Ho-Oh, seeing as Nihiligo's gone, in place of Salazzle, which can hit and outspeed Kartana, and we've got Amoonguss now in place of the Volcarona, seeing as we've already got a Fire type. So hopefully, big sigh, hopefully you're watching this, because if you are, it means I've successfully recorded a video. It means my capture card has stayed intact for a video, because I've just done a couple of recordings where basically mid-match capture card completely died and no point in uploading anything there. So quite frustrating, but hopefully it will stay together and we'll be able to get some battles on YouTube, because that's what we're here to watch, isn't it? I presume so, anyway. If you're here to watch this video and not see the battles, then let me know what you're here to see, please. But yeah, let's just get through this then. So our rating has dropped a little bit. Basically, I got paired from a Scot from the UK, and I would have won the game, but his Incineroar critical hit my Xerneas and knocked us out right at the end, so he got that one. And then I got paired with someone from Japan with a Necrozma, Lele, Kartana team, one of those that we had at the beginning of last week, and just flattens as well. And it went a bit better for us, but it didn't, obviously didn't come out in a win for us. But hopefully we're going to get some proper games now, and hopefully things will work. So here we go then. So he's got his Xerneas and Amoonguss here. Now, if I had Volcarona, I would have the option of just going with my Xerneas, going, Xerneas on Xerneas or whatever, and having my Volcarona to come in to threaten an overheat on his Amoonguss, which he would have to threaten my Xerneas. Without Volcarona, can't do that. And the Flamethrower from Salazzle does not knock it out. So how do we go about this? Because if he leads with Amoonguss here, I am not in a good position. I do want to go with Xerneas, even though he has got those two poison types. But is it a game for Smeargle? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm going to go with Smeargle, because I think he's going to lead with the Crobat. And actually, I'm going to go Rayquaza, I think. Definitely with Amoonguss in the back, and definitely with Xerneas in the back. Leading like this means that if he leads with his Xerneas, then, he's going to be on the front foot for the first few turns, but my Amoonguss in the back is basically my sort of security, blanket, in a way. It's my red card, it's my clear smog, it's my spore to stop it doing its business. And yeah, he doesn't lead with the Xerneas after all. So he's going to fake out one of my Pokemon. You would think the Smeargle, wouldn't you? But yeah, he's going to fake out the Smeargle, because I can't fake out his Crobat. And he's possibly going to, Tailwind? And there's not really anything I can do to stop that, is there? Aside from just going from here and fake out into his Incineroar, but that doesn't get me anything. So maybe, yeah, not sure what I do here. I don't see why he doesn't just fake out into my Smeargle. But in case he doesn't, I'm going to try and Spore into the Crobat. And try and Air Slash into the Crobat as well. Okay, well, fine. No fake out from either. And I've gone for the Spore here into Crobat because I've found most Crobat this year tend to be Focus Sash instead of the Lumberry that they were in 16. It's just gone for a U-turn then, into the Rayquaza. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. It's probably going to be Tapu Koko coming in though. So Smeargle will be having to retreat. If it's not Koko, then I don't think he'll have brought it, because this is the time to bring in Tapu Koko. You've seen I'm a Scarf Smeargle locked into Spore. I've got a dragon here, weak to fairy. It's taking his time though. It's thinking about it. So maybe he hasn't brought Coco. I'm actually surprised that Air Slash was a 2-hit KO on his Crobat as well. But no, he's just bringing in his Xerneas. So I'm fine with that. Did he have the Groudon as well? Yeah, it's Groudon Xerneas. So maybe he's got the Groudon in the back too then. So no Coco. So I'm just going to Spore into Xerneas. And I think I have to take care of the Crobat. Because without the Crobat, my Xerneas can start to do something as well. Crobat could wake up this turn and maybe Tailwind or Taunt. Yep, it has done and it's taunted. Okay. But hopefully we should be losing, he should be losing his Crobat here. So that's good. So our Xerneas looks okay now. He will be able to Geomancy next turn. I expect he'll bring Incineroar back in, fake out the Rayquaza, I guess. Yeah, and Geomancy. So I suppose I swap Smeargle into Amoonguss, because he's not going to attack into the Smeargle, is he? Like, surely he goes for the fake out into Rayquaza. Unless he predicts... I mean, obviously I'm going to switch to Smeargle. I mean, if he does target the Amoonguss, that would be pretty bad actually, wouldn't it? Yeah, I am fearing him just Flare Blitzing into the Smeargle slot. But if I just sit in here with Smeargle doing nothing, then what am I actually doing? Nothing. So, okay, I am going to leave Smeargle in. And just try and Earth Power into the Incineroar. Put it in range of my Xerneas for when it hopefully gets set up. Here's some nice struggle chip damage on Xerneas. Yeah, so he hasn't gone for the fake out. Maybe he has called my Amoonguss switch. Maybe he's Flare Blitzing into the Smeargle. Which is a very reasonable play. You know, there's a reason why I left my Smeargle in here. And this Earth Power will do like 40% or so to Incineroar. Yeah. That's just a U-turn. Into the Rayquaza, so he didn't call anything. Okay. That's interesting. So it will be his Groudon coming in now, won't it? And all of a sudden things got tricky. So there would have been a very nice switch into Amoonguss there. I was just fearing a nice play from him. So I think Smeargle now withdraws into the Amoonguss. And I don't think our Rayquaza is that important now. So I think I just Extreme Speed into the Groudon, because that could potentially, definitely put it in +2 Moonblast range, or into the Xerneas just for a bit of extra chip damage. We'll do it into the Xerneas. We have been intimidated once, I think, or maybe twice by now. I'm not sure. So it's not going to do any damage either way. But hoping it does Dazzling Gleam here. Yeah, so there's a Dazzling Gleam. So at least he's lost his boosts, and we still have our Power Herb. We could possibly be losing our Amoonguss as well. Definitely if he goes for a Fire Punch, but we might not take a Precipice Blades either. It is Precipice Blades, he does hit. It is single target. And it does knock us out. Yeah, okay, kind of expected it to. So now we've got Smeargle and Xerneas, haven't we, in the back? Good old Smeargle Xerneas. Can these two do the business for us? Maybe. Maybe. He knows that we're Scarfed. I think he does fake out into my Xerneas, but if he does that, he's just letting his Groudon go to sleep, isn't he? So what I am tempted to do is actually go for a transform into his Groudon, because if he protects, like if he makes some play here, protects his Groudon, Flare Blitzes into Smeargle, we will still transform, and we will try and Geomancy here. So if he fakes out into Xerneas, then we have our own Groudon, Scarfed. If he fakes out into Smeargle, we have our Geomancy boost. So we'll see. So he does actually finally fake out this turn into the Smeargle. So I could have gone for the fake out into Groudon that turn, but then Smeargle would have been basically dead weight for the rest of the battle. And I don't think Xerneas alone would be able to do it. So I don't know. I mean, he could just be, yeah, maybe the fake out would have been better actually if he hits. If he hits with his Precious Blades. And there you go. That is exactly why it's Life Orb. Okay, that's exactly why I refuse to use Groudon without Gravity. You know, I would never have a, you know, the centerpiece of my team having an inaccurate move like that. So yeah, obviously we got fortunate there, but that's Precious Blades, isn't it? So now, what, we Moonblast and Spore? I guess Spore is the safer move, isn't it? I think Groudon protects here, but I don't want to transform just on the off chance he doesn't, because if Precipice Blades, like both of his Pokemon, can knock Xerneas out, so we do need to Spore here into something. I think we'll Spore into the Incineroar, and we'll Moonblast into the Groudon, because Incineroar don't normally have Protect. This means that if he does Protect, yeah, he's just forfeited. If he does Protect the Groudon, then the Incineroar is not being knocked out, so he won't have a switch into two, you know, living, threatening Pokemon. But yeah, so strange game again. I mean, I feel like he could have played. He obviously could have played differently. There was a turn when I left my Smeargle in, expecting him to Flare Blitz into that slot too. Maybe that was an overestimation on my behalf too, but it worked out for us. We won the game, and hopefully, please capture card. Please capture card. Stay working for this last battle, and we might have a video. So, this has been frustrating. Yay! It's Eloy from Germany. Hello, Eloy. He was commenting on one of my videos last week, so I know he watches. So, hello, Eloy. We played in the top 8 of the Italian National in 2013. So. We've both been around for a long time. We played in the Arnhem Regional top 4 as well. I think we played in the German National 2015, I think, as well too. So we have played a few times. I'm pretty sure that did all happen, didn't it? We have played a few times over the course of history, but he's got a Rayquaza as well. So have I inspired you, Eli? Let's see. He has got Trick Room options though, which I don't. He has got a Coco as well, which will mean I can't Spore things in Trick Room. So, this is going to be a good game, hopefully. Let's see how this goes. I mean, he's got Toxicroak and the Bronzong, which threatened the Xerneas, but that's about it, really. So I'm going to go with Smeargle and Xerneas. I love that he's got a Rayquaza too. But I think I'm going to take Scrafty in the back. And I think I'm going to go with a Moongus in the back as well. Don't really see Salazzle doing anything here. I don't really see Rayquaza doing too much as well. Obviously, the Airlock is nice to, stop the full power of Water Spout in rain. But, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. If we get lucky, he might have his own Rayquaza as well and dampen his own attacks. But, we'll see. So he has gone with Coco and Bronzong. Okay. So has he got Taunt on his Coco? Like I know you watch my videos, Eloy, so are you going to expect this switcheroo? Because I'm going to try and switcheroo into the Bronzong. If you switch, like, a normal player would not expect a switcheroo here. Like, the Bronzong looks absolutely free here, doesn't it? So if he switches his Bronzong, it must be because he knows I've got Switcheroo. So we'll do that. But do I try and Geomancy with Xerneas, or do I just attack with it, expecting maybe a taunt? I think we'll just protect it, which might seem overly cautious, but he might not be Trick Rooming. He hasn't switched his Bronzong out either. I mean, I've got our Switcheroo off, so he's got a Scarf Bronzong now. Now, the joy of Scarf Bronzong is that Gyro Ball doesn't do too much damage. He has got taunt to Xerneas, and he has just doubled into it. Okay, I definitely appreciate that. Colbur Berry, that's the Dark Resist Berry, isn't it? So we don't know if Bronzong is levitating or not. He hasn't got Groudon, so maybe it isn't heat proof. You know, thinking gravity business. But he could just taunt into the Smeargle. But I'm thinking, okay, I'll Spore into the Bronzong. If he taunts my Xerneas, then his Bronzong goes to sleep. I am going to try and Geomancy in the face of a taunt, but this could go wrong. But yeah, he's just Volt Switching now. And if this is a Levitating, that's a Life Orb Coco. Wow, that almost knocked Smeargle out. If this is a Levitating Bronzong, then we should be okay. Because it's not doing much damage with its Gyro Ball. It is Scarfed. And it will be asleep as well. If it is not heat proof. Or heavy metal. So here's our Geomancy. So time to reveal the Bronzong's ability. Because this could be pretty key here. And it is locked into Gyro Ball actually now as well, isn't it? Thinking about it. So he can't Trick Room. Okay, yeah, so it is levitating. Like, it makes sense, because I don't think it's going to have gravity on this. It's not going to be hitting things with Precipice Blades, because he hasn't got Groudon. And that's really the only reason why you would have Heat Proof, just because you're getting rid of your own Levitate with gravity in the first place. So, now, what do we do? Now, Smeargle, do I need you? I think Smeargle can still do something, so I'm going to switch Amoonguss in for it. And... So that's not going to be a Scarf Kyogre, is it? So maybe I want the... Maybe, actually, yeah, thinking about this. Maybe we want the Scrafty to come in here. And we'll just go for a Dazzling Gleam. Because that'll reduce any... Water Spout damage, but I'm pretty sure I'll be going for an Origin Pulse here. I mean, we'll be threatening a knockoff next turn too. I'm also expecting a Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast will knock out the Kyogre. I'm also going for a Dazzling Gleam because I'm kind of expecting the Kyogre to protect as well, which is exactly what it is doing. So Bronzong is locked into Gyro Ball. It could wake up this turn, but if it does, it is Scarfed, and it is at -1 as well now, so it won't really do much damage to our Xerneas. We'll see how much he does do, because he has woken up. That's more than I was expecting, to be completely honest. That was actually quite a lot of damage. Even still, wow, okay. So I guess we have to knock off into the Bronzong, don't we? He has got Incineroar as well. Ooh. So this just got tricky. I mean, we could fake out the Bronzong and Moonblast into the Kyogre as well, but is that too passive? Because Scrafty will survive an attack from Kyogre here, and knock off, even if he switches, a knockoff will do nice damage to something. Yeah, I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam again, just because if he does withdraw the Kyogre into Incineroar for the Intimidate, which is exactly what he has done, then he will survive the knockoff, but... because I did go for a Dazzling Gleam, I'm hoping that the combination of these two attacks will knock out the Bronzong. Yeah, that should do. Critical hit on Incineroar as well. But yeah, we're knocking off its Choice Scarf now. And yeah, that is exactly why I went for the Dazzling Gleam there. So he's got Fake Out Pressure now. I've still got all 4 of my Pokemon. He can't Trick Room anymore. I'm wondering, I'm not thinking he has got... Well, no, he hasn't got Rayquaza because it's got Koko. So Xerneas is still important. So his Koko is still a big threat. 100%. So Scrafty, I think... Ooh, this is really tricky, actually. Because he could have Roar on Xerneas. And if I lose my Xerneas, then I'm losing this game because nothing else can hit anything. But yeah, I'll switch Smeargle in, and I'm gonna Moonblast into the Incineroar, calling not a Fake Out and a Roar. But really, Xerneas is the only thing I've got. Yeah, there's no Fake Out. It might have been a Roar, but now do we survive an Origin Pulse or a Water Spout? It's a Water Spout. I don't think we do. No. Oh, we do. Wow. Okay. Well, this got even more interesting. I still don't think we're in a good position because his Koko... Yeah, we still don't one-shot the Kyogre with anything. We'll have Fake Out Pressure for like 1 turn. But he doesn't know I've got... Like, he knows I've got Scrafty. He doesn't know I've got Amoonguss. So, if I don't show Amoonguss and threaten down this Tapu Koko, not get rid of that, then the Amoonguss might be able to win against the Kyogre. We saw it was Life Orb Koko, didn't we? So it's not Assault Vested. So I'm just going to go for a Fake Out into Kyogre and Moonblast into Kyogre just to make 100% sure the Koko is going down. If it protects the Koko, I will just do the same thing next turn, obviously without the Fake Out. Just target into the Koko, because I've still got Amoonguss in the back. Yeah, so that's protected. So now the question is, does he get a double protect? And I think he needs to get the double protect. So he's protected both of his Pokemon. So yeah, that's fair enough. But now, I definitely Moonblast again into the Koko. And I'm going to go for a knockoff into the Kyogre. Because it's not a choice locked in anyway. It's probably got a 50% berry on it. And that'll, put favour even more in Amoonguss. In Amoonguss's way. So if Koko gets a double protect, we could be losing the game. But will he go for it? And will he get it? I feel like he will go for it. Because he's a very smart player. Yeah, he's got it. Alright, well that's game over then. We've just lost the game on that double protect. Yeah. So, if we'd gone for a Moonblast into Kyogre, just there we would have won the game. Maybe we could have called the double protect. I don't know. I mean, we have still got Amoonguss in the back, but I really don't think we're going to be able to win this game. Because he'll Dazzling Gleam, I presume he's got Dazzling Gleam with his Koko. Some of them don't this year. But yeah, I mean, that's double protect, isn't it? That's frustrating, but it is what it is, isn't it? Let's just see if we can attack into this Kyogre, but I don't think we'll be able to. Well, maybe there's no Dazzling Gleam then, but a Thunderbolt should... Okay, Thunderbolt should still knock Scrafty out. Is he... Okay, no Ice Beam. Water Spout doesn't get Scrafty either. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, that's that then. I mean, I did sort of mention in passing that not every Coco have Dazzling Gleam this year. I thought he would because he's a Life Orb one. But, I don't know, we'll see what else he does then, won't we? I mean, we can't Protect to stall out the electric terrain turns. Grass Knot does nothing because it's light, so Clear Smog, definitely the way forward. So, Amoonguss versus Coco. Yeah, I mean, could he have done something differently there? Like, surely he's got Ice Beam on his Kyogre. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to criticize and I'm not going to complain definitely because he did get the double protect. So we'll just Clear Smog and I don't know. He could get, you know, Thunderbolt and Paralysis, maybe. No Paralysis. Does the... Yes, the Amoonguss clears the way with its Smog. So, wow. Huh. That was a pretty crazy game. I mean, Eloy is a very good player. He has been around for many years. He competed in the World Championships even back in 2011. Not 2011, 2012 in the senior division. So he's been around a long time. Very experienced player. Making a comeback this year, hopefully. But, you know, great game, nonetheless. You know, double protect or not. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. You know, please like and share. You know, definitely please like and share for my perseverance to get a video on through this capture card shenanigans. So thanks for watching, guys. You know, comment and retweet and all the rest of it too. So thank you very much, guys. And we'll hopefully see you tomorrow if I can record another video. So bye for now.